Semicolon
Welcome
has
to
joined
the
the game.
Semicolon? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Didn't even show your name. That's really funny.
I am now semicolon. Objective
I've got
complete
this-
phase 2.
I've got this spreadsheet set up so I can plug in how many we need for this phase. Because the third phase, you need more of them.
Yeah.
And then it readjusts, okay, here's what you need total to make that many of these. We will need 500 rips and 500 rotors to make the smart plates. So one assembler feeding the space elevator those things will make that happen. It will take 100 stators and 2,000 cables to make the automated wiring we need.
That should be at the Caterium node already, but I'll have to go take a look.
And we will need 250 modular frames, just regular modular frames, and 3,000 steel beams to make the versatile frameworks. Good thing got that steelworks going, huh?
Yup. Though it's probably going to take a while to get to 3,000.
Yeah, we're only at 1,800 steel beams right now.
But that means you can pretty much just set up 3 assemblers on the floor beneath the space elevator.
Yeah.
Put some storage
but
containers
how much
behind them and yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But how much we need in the Discord, so we can keep an eye on that.
Ah! Okay.
That way
I
we're
can
not
do that.
checking it all the time. If I've got a second monitor open, I can just keep an eye on it.
Let's see here.
My second monitor is taken up by the stream. Oh, I forgot
do
to put on captions.
Oops.
Oh.
Need to do
No worries.
that.
Let's see, did we get the... We did get the floor holes in already. Cool.
Interesting. You copy in Excel, and Discord pastes it as an image.
Really? That's interesting.
Apparently to Discord everything. G.
I mean, fair enough.
That
All right.
that is a neat little, like, I don't know, workflow thing, though.
I would love it if we could put, like, have the shared notes thing on the side, though, that actually showed, okay, here's the tallies, but,
If we could just set up, like, just like a big board here.
Yeah. Oh, that's true! A screen!
If we could set up, like,
good.
a big screen item right here, so we could just put our notes there.
Okay, I admit that's pretty smart. Yeah, we are this close to XYZ.
It'd just be our,
what
like,
is it?
home-based to-do list.
You need the bigger signs, which I don't think we've unlocked.
I don't think so, no.
But we can aim toward that. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, the billboard set, which is 10 tickets.
It takes time. Oh, right.
Someday we'll be making enough to start auto-syncing.
We are doing it with a couple things at the Steelworks. Just not very many.
You mean the Ironworks, or...?
Ironworks, yeah, not Steelworks. Good heavens, we're not syncing steel products. We can't afford that.
No.
No.
We need every ounce of them we can get.
Saying that I can't see Spud on my mini-map.
Yeah, because I joined last, so...
Yeah.
Wait. So
I see Dad now, but...
Because you joined second.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we're getting random background YouTube.
I was
Yeah,
wondering
let
what that
me
was,
try
and
it.
I'm sure anyone watching was also wondering what that was.
Yeah, who's the fourth person? No, it's just...
There, let me turn my sensitivity down. Maybe that'll stop showing up.
Stop being so sensitive.
It's
Yeah, I've
just
got
how
both of you
I
on my
am.
HUD, so... But then I'm the host, so I get all the goodies.
Yeah. Host gets all the fun things.
Actually, I can see both of you this time, too.
Weird.
Maybe they addressed something, or maybe just by random happenstance, the bug was unevenly distributed.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a thought. I could just do that.
Well, you seem to be on that, so I think what I might do for today is set up a workshop for producing motors.
Yeah, we've got kind of that little space down there in the middle that's sort of a brute force motor works.
Oh yeah, right.
But that could be expanded on quite easily and effectively. I'm going to take these ingots that I've, like the very poor quality, I can only make 60 ore per minute thing that I did.
Mm-hmm.
And for now, I'm just going to take a smasher and stick it on the end of it. And just crank us out some tickets. We've got the juice to afford it. And we've got a lot of power overhead. And I don't need the extra ingots right now. So sinking them gets us tickets, and we kind of need tickets.
Yeah.
It feels silly to say that we need to buy things from the awesome shop, but, well, capitalism has got us where it wants us.
Oh dear, I fell down. Ow.
Don't fall down.
Too late.
Oh, what are you sinking? Are you just dumping all of the,
Just dumping a bunch of extra products we had laying around.
Cool. Don't have a problem with that. What do I need to make one of those? I need some rips. Which I can get at the place I just was, so I don't know why I came back. You know, brains are great.
Yeah.
No, they're not. Don't lie to yourself.
Yeah.
They're remarkable in theory. In that we have some choice remarks for them.
Yeah. Okay, I really don't like the zip line. I'd make a very poor Spider-Man. For a variety of reasons.
This is not ideal Spider-Manning territory.
This is true. Peter Parker would hate the desert.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, right. Gotta go get the iron plates you need, genius. I do like you self-heal damage a bit, so... Oh, damage to fix this property. Or fix it property. Okay, whatever. I'll be fine in a minute. Calm yourself.
Oh, never.
Yeah, we could expand this a little bit. Yeah, if we can get some motors going. I could go on an adventure.
I'm going on an adventure! All right, we shall now pointlessly sink a bunch of iron ingots. Perpetually.
Created only to be destroyed.
Yeah. Eventually this will feed into the ironworks proper and we'll make more stuff, but just not terribly critical right now. Where are my... There they are. Not that we're ever going to need to go up there much, but... Eh. Our points per minute went up a little.
That's smidgen.
I'll take it. And then I get off this ride because I smack into a wall. Okay, so we've got binage there for us to put stuff we need into, right? That's the plan there.
Just lining up what goes where.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're going to sign them up in the back
Yeah.
here, and yeah, cool.
So,
All right, so you're ahead of me on that one.
I'm not going to connect the bins to the conveyors yet until we gathered everything so we can make sure.
Okay.
Naturally.
Yeah, we're just dumping that out, which is fine.
Always something.
Getting it though. Right, so at that point it's just going to be bringing stuff to do stuff with. The worst part is we're also going to be like dueling for stators.
Yep.
Gonna need 100 of those bad boys. What's that you say? 250 mod frames? Let me go see how many of those we got. We might be on our way on that one.
I'm at Ironworks, and we have 64.
We're on our way, but not there yet. Got it.
There we go. Each bin is labeled with what it needs.
Excellent. Mod frames, huh? Rips and mod frames. And I know we don't have all the rips we need either.
No.
Okay, so it sounds to me like the sink those iron ingots plan is a temporary thing while I build out more capacity here.
Yeah, just building the desert ironworks to take all the iron in the area might be kind of what we want in the end, though. We might not have all the tools needed to do that yet.
Yeah, there's kind of a limit, and yeah. We've got all those. Like, if I could get a second assembler each on rips and, let's say, mod frames, because rips make mod frames. Frankly, even a second rips assembler would be quite an improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then having more rips would get us more mod frames. So that production line is pretty stable right now. I clock speeded up to 150% on the one rips factory we have. Take iron plates. Take rods.
Motors, yes. Where are you?
Right, and you don't actually hook up those bins anyway because we want to make sure we've got the head count of things in the bins, so they're not feeding the machines until ready to start.
Yeah.
Huh. Andromeda's on Orion's belt.
There we go. That should do it for when we want to make motors. Not right now, though.
We're hiccuping on production and on the rips because it's not getting iron plates fast enough. Which seems a little weird considering I've got 4 iron plate makers.
Not quite.
Do we need to autopsy
Does it
the
need to?
production line?
Yeah, I'm doing a little, what's going on here with it. Is that a... Where are those going? Yeah, I need to figure out where all the production is actually going.
Well, there's 2,000 steel beams.
Sweet! We're 2/3 of the way there. I think I know what's wrong with the steel plates. Or steel plates. Iron plates. Oy. Basically, too many are getting siphoned off because I made a conveyor splitter and not a smart splitter.
Oh.
So literally half of them are going straight down to storage, which is
Yeah.
full, so they're getting sunk, which is Great for tickets, less great for actually making things.
Yeah, that's definitely not great.
No, it isn't. Okay, so I need to replace that with a smart splitter.
I know what I need to do. I need to make sure there's power to those assemblers.
Okay, so do I have a smart splitter I am short rotors. Wow, where will I go to get rotors?
Yeah, I wonder.
All right.
Really looking forward to having.
I'm going to poke around a little bit.
Not around.
What you poking around at?
I'm gonna see if there's caves nearby.
Aha.
Because I don't really want to engage the motor production until we've got space elevator kind of spoken for.
What are you?
So I guess I'm just gonna try and see if we can do some miscellaneous research.
When?
What's interesting is you start at the hole when you're trying to connect to these things sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I a big...
Center output, iron plate.
I remember there
Right,
being some
overflow.
caves nearby where it's like you had to slide into them.
Ew. Boy, that sounds like fun.
Yeah,
I'm an
it's
absolute gigabrain.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
So, to get power to the assemblers for when we are ready to use them, originally I was just bringing power poles up here, and then I remembered, wait a minute, we've got the little power nubs.
Yep.
So it just comes up from where it's powering the concrete, attaches to the bottom of the space elevator platform,
Yep.
goes and powers the assemblers.
There you go.
that'll do.
Okay. We are now no longer wasting iron plates that could be going to make rips.
There we go.
I have, of course, cut our ticket production, but I feel like having rips is more important.
Rips is infinitely more important.
And eventually we'll get to the point where we're sinking in anyway, because it'll get caught up to... Like, the input will be filled on that assembler.
Indeed.
Okay, you're coming up from there.
Now
How wholesome. All right.
could go check. Ethereum. That's what I can.
I think my next move is going to be to make some more screws happen so that I can split those plates, iron plates, off, because we should be making enough now that I can feed 2 assemblers worth of rips. More rips gets us more everything.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Pardon.
Rips is huge.
Because if I get us more rips, I can overclock the mod frames.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so this is going to be more screws. I can't make a whole bunch more screws, because 2 smelters worth of ingots is chump change. But better than nothing.
Okay.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Cast screws for the freaking win. We would still be at this. You know, trying to even make the first ironworks if it weren't for cast screws.
Indeed.
Comply.
Oh, is that how that cave works? All right.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Can't wait until the Mercer Spheres and Summer Sloops have a point.
Right?
Yeah.
You need how many per? Not that many. Please tell me it took. Please tell me it took. Yes! I have the worst luck with putting splitters on existing lines, existing belts.
Yeah.
It tends to do the thing where it's like, yeah, I'm not really here. And then you have to rebelt everything.
Yeah, I never have that problem.
Oh, almost always. But this time I was lucky. I was able to put a splitter on this overhead belt with the plates and say, now go feed this second assembler. And it went, okay, boss. And plates came out. And they're still going into the original assembler.
Nice.
Oh, thank goodness. Ooh, we
New
have been
recipe
mammed.
unlocked.
Oh, you found a stinger.
Yep,
Yeah.
I went to the nearby cave with some stingers to get their nutrients and stuff.
That would do it. That is a merger. Per minute.
Hmm. Well, we can probably get inhalers today.
Ooh.
I didn't realize we all developed asthma at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, with my allergies, we're probably getting there, but
250 screws per minute. Yeah, I freaking wish. It's funny that bolted iron plate is basically the same ingredients, just more faster. Oh, son of a... $15 per minute.
Oh yeah,
5 per minute.
I've made the deuterium line much happier. Mark III belts on that wire and quick wire, so now it can actually hold it all.
How many plates am I making per minute, please?
oh yeah, the Caterium all the way over there, right? I frankly forgot about it.
80, 45.
Let's see, how many cables? 2,000? Oh, we've got that. Yeah. 2,000 cables on the way.
New research
Hot
available
diggity.
in the MAM.
Yeah, we've had that number of cables and more sitting out at the deuterium deposit.
Need berries. Okay.
Yeah, which I'm not sure where you're going to find those.
We're not too far from the forest, though, and the forest is full of them.
Yeah, that's probably the answer.
True. But you've got to get past some big stingers, get into the forest from here. The pathway.
Or the waterfalls to the west.
Oh, true. Those will have it.
Will they? Okay.
Mhm.
I haven't been there, so.
I mean, I've got a couple, so I had to get them from somewhere.
Oh, I don't like that.
And the zip line's going to become obsolete as soon as we start putting things in buildings.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... Wow, our global production went up. It's all well and good, but goodbye, Awesome Sync. You were useful for a hot minute.
All spoken for.
Alright. The cables and stators that we need, unlock.
Sweet. So that's
So
automated
I can
wiring
actually... Yep, I'm going to actually plug in the conveyors to those two and let that one start going.
I didn't really aim that terribly well.
New equipment unlocked.
That moment we were like, it could have been good enough. But it wasn't, so I'm tearing it down.
You can scan for hard drives?
Yep.
Well, theoretically. Oh, I made it too far away. Oh, for the love of...
I mean, we're already cheating using the map to find them anyway, but...
Yeah. Well, okay, you can't scan for them in the show me where on the map they are sense.
You
What
use
you
the
get
object
is the
scanner,
proximity detector, yeah, which I'm
yeah.
not a fan of.
Not so much.
It's playing hot and cold with things. Like, you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer. Oh, now you've lost it. Like, oh, shut up, game. Give me a whole freaking boatload of those, please. Damage to fix it properly. Shut up. Yeah, you want unauthorized hostility? I'm going to be hostile toward your equipment damage warnings. There's your hostility.
Seriously, though.
Don't do that.
Right, guess I'm off to look for a couple more pale berries. So we can at least mark that off, if nothing else.
Okay, well, that was silly. But when has that ever stopped us?
Yeah, I was
Never.
thinking of the right pithy thing to say to that.
Figuring out where I am in relation to the universe.
An age-old question.
Oh, shoot. I've got pale berries on me. I could have just handed them to you.
I'm already out here.
Yeah. My bad.
And there's more coal.
Don't like it. Too far.
Ugh, nothing.
Alright.
Just ignoring all the enemies around here.
Yep. We were never here.
Not the droids you're looking for.
Oh, I might have been wrong about there being pale berries here.
This is gonna be just cheap and embarrassing, but oh well.
I might need those pale berries on your person after all.
All good. They'll be in the small box right next to the awesome shop.
Per minute. Take to get 100 per minute usage out of you. Weird math, that's what it takes. Ugh!
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Because you have to really power it in order to be able to play with the numbers. And I did not bring a Go Faster with me.
Well, we've got plenty of
it's
base.
gonna... Yep. Come on. You stupid zipline.
Well, that's the nutrients tree done.
Cool.
Nice. Go. Upgraded our concrete bin to a bigger bin.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be overclocking the... Oh, that's... I don't think I'm going to be overclocking that. Ooh. Okay. What did you say we needed? 5 tickets, or was it 10 tickets for the really big sign?
10.
Oh. Right, because label signs are the tiny ones, billboards is 10. Well, we're halfway there. That's
Not
the good
shabby.
news. And it looks like your big bin of things to dump is empty, so I'm stealing the steel beams out of that.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. I will get us more rips and mod frames. I really will.
Meanwhile, automated wiring is just chugging along.
I don't even have the progress indicator up.
Yeah, that's
Turned that off in my settings ages ago.
Yeah, I only nailed it because we had nothing else there. I figured, you know, it should be on display if nothing else.
I have it on display as long as we're not on
Oh no
like
no no no
the
no!
most recent one that takes a century.
Oh yeah, when you get to the final tier, it's like I don't need to see that. That's just.
That's just wrong.
Oh, you want me to do things with nuclear power? That's nice.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, this is so ugly, but I don't care. All right, give me one of those. 72 per minute.
Good. Those match up. Oh my gosh, that matches up. How in the heck?
We now
Not gonna
have a
complain.
couple of alternatives to standard rebar.
Oh, for the rebar gun.
Yep.
Right. Weapon options. Okay, 42 iron plates and 45 iron plates. It's a little tight, but because we're only making 80. 42 and 45 is going to be 87. I can just grab one using overclock. I'm going to overclock iron plates. Just so I can feed both of these assemblers.
I mean, we have the
might as
spare
well.
power.
Yeah.
84 per minute, so I need 42 screws a minute exactly out of these two.
Yeah, goodness gracious, our capacity is so far above.
That is precisely why I went to the trouble of making all that coal power.
Yep.
Precisely.
I'm underclocking these two cast screws to 84%. So that my new assembler that is overclocked at 140% gets exactly the number of screws it needs.
Perfect.
Nice.
Only one teeny tiny problem.
Mm.
I now need to reroute the output from the 2 rips thingies.
I am on my way.
Cool.
Say no more.
if you can make that better. Okay,
And once again, I
Yes,
I've made
descended to
the
my
lift in the
natural...
hole go away.
Once again, I descended to my natural role of scientist for some reason.
Merger, please, not splitter.
know where it's at.
I will give you a hole here in a moment. I had to move things just a bit. Yeah, even combined, these things aren't putting out that many.
Is that in the
Mark
right
1
spot?
is still. Yes, you found the right spot.
Oh,
There will be a combined 14.5 per minute coming out of those two assemblers. So I have doubled our RIPS production.
yep, it's plugging along to storage.
That's really good.
So I'm going to also crank up the mod frames, because we've got iron
Might as
rods to
well.
spare.
Honestly, just simplify, just overclock everything in there, I guess.
Not everything. We don't like the rotors. Rotors is nice, but it's not. It's a little complicated because of the screw production. I would have to completely reroute the screws to make that happier.
Extra hand slot inbound.
Ooh,
Hey,
yes. Okay, 3 mod frames per minute.
Tool
Hey.
belt has been expanded.
You now have 4 tools.
yeah, I can keep my foodstuffs on my hand now.
All I've got is a basher, a zipline, and barrel nuts, so... But eventually we will get there.
My fourth is my chainsaw, so
Oh, right, I never got around to chainsawing. Okay, are you getting what you need alright? Yes, you are.
have 300 of the needed ribs.
I mean, that's not shabby, and that we're now making more, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I just doubled our production of those. And I'm really only siphoning off 1 more per minute for mod frames. But every minute we get 3 more of those, so... And we only need 250 total, so I feel like those will get caught up there. It's a little bit of patience now, but not nearly as bad as it was.
Yeah.
That does end up getting us a faster way off this rock. Okay, where is that? Kind of there-ish. Groovy. So now we just have a ramp straight to the top level of the ironworks because, well,
We don't have walkways yet?
we don't freaking have walkways yet. Because sadly, we're going to get the signs before we get a lot of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of need it, though.
Yeah. Multi-person project, suddenly the signage becomes much more important. When it's just you can like have Excel open another tab and that's it, but... Wait, overclocking.
We only need 100 more rips, and the rips are good. And we need 150 more mod frames. And 200 more rotors.
So everything,
Oh, I can check on the
basically.
steel beams now. Yeah, I need to check on the steel beams. There should be more now.
Like we could do the tedious math and go, okay, how many minutes is that? But, oof. Okay, if there are things to get other than bored out of your mind from waiting, or what's over there?
All right. Is there a location nearby with mycelia? It is time for me to check.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, you need some. I mean, eventually we're going to need face masks for gas masks. Or
Yep.
fabric for gas masks.
Is this going to be the bulletin board?
Yes,
That was a silly
Where?
question. I'm sorry
but
for asking.
I'm making it kind of a bigger one so we can have one on this side facing the hub, and then one on this side facing outward,
Ah.
so we can see
Oh,
it
I
from
see what
both
you're doing.
directions.
Okay. Nice. Because I feel like I should be a monkey in a Stanley Kubrick film, smashing bones into things, tossing them in the air. Especially when you're looking at like Saturn in the background. You know, it's like
Yeah. I don't know how big the signs are, so I don't know if I need to make it 3 o'clock on both sides. I'll just leave it like that for now.
can always make it bigger.
Yep.
'Cause I know what's over there.
Naturally, as you can imagine, there's no button on the interactive map for, hey, here's where a bunch of mycelia is.
On Satisfactory Calc, or
Yeah, Satisfactory Calc, yeah.
yeah, there's a cave toggle, but not. Because I don't think gas fillers, large rocks, caves. Yeah, you can turn on and off the caves, but not all caves have mycelia. It's kind of actually interesting how few caves there really are here.
Yeah, there's not very many out here.
There's a bunch up near where the coal is. Like if you go west of your two purers.
Yeah, there's a couple, and there's a big one under the mountain there.
I'll bet that's a really exciting place. Full of exciting, fun creatures.
Yeah, that might be what we're doing.
I know. I'm assuming you've checked out the cave that's near the pure sulfur over here, near us.
I checked out one of them. The one that's kind of like thin on the ends and fat in the middle.
Yeah.
All right, time to prep for an adventure.
Go adventure too. Might as well. We're just waiting on things now.
Am I equipped for adventure? I am not sure. Oh, yeah, I've got a bunch of just boring ingots that I can sink. Bye-bye, ingots.
Ingot.
And now I have gun.
I just have my trusty beat stick.
All right, I'm gonna go spelunking. See you later.
Have
There's
fun.
not a whole lot more technical stuff I can do over here without stepping on somebody's toes, or I don't know.
Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of just waiting for things. So
I hear that. So we're already underway on one of the three products, huh?
oh,
The mycelia
I know where to get
within this
mycelia.
fungus suggests
Are you
strong
kidding?
molecular bonding
The
features
second.
frequently observed
The
in
second I
applications in
leave.
medicine, both beneficial for field research. A
You
new
know,
research tree
of
can now
course.
be accessed in
Really.
NAM.
All right, where's the source?
Put it on the map. Give me just a second.
On frames, steel beams.
Oh, is there a cave near the Caterium?
It's trees.
Oh, the trees! Right, there's things that
The
some of the
purple and
trees, if
yellow
you chop
trees.
them down, will also give you mycelium.
Ah, okay.
I am harvesting them with my trusty
right.
chainsaw.
Then I will resume my mission and go north and see if there's
You keep
a
looking
source
for
of something.
caves. I will get us mycelia.
Well, I'm just intrigued by that one giant cave I saw on the map to the northwest here, and I'm like, that's just begging for a spelunking session, and I might as well.
Hey, we've got the automated wiring going. So stators can now be used to make motors.
That is true.
I will throw some stuff in the motor bin and start getting us some motors made.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I've
then-
thrown some stators in there already. It's just waiting on rotors now.
Well, we've got some rotors over there. I will grab some and throw them in there so we can get some motors made.
Yeah.
And then we can go hard. And then I can go hard drive hunting again.
Yeah, that was one of the things we wanted. So, okay,
I got like 3 mycelia.
and I think we've got the $3,000 in.
We don't have the steel beams yet. I just recently did.
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
I just put the 3,000 steel beam in there. We're just way on the mod frames now.
Cool.
There are
The rest of the
3,000.
rips and rotors in there?
Um,
Because Rips was waiting on, I think, 100 more, and Rotors was waiting on 200.
I will get on that because I think I've got the rips. Well, I don't have quite enough the rips for that, so I will go get smart platings, rips, and rotors 500 each. Okay, so 400 and 300. Let me go look. I can do that. Rips and rotors.
Thank you for watching us play, Satisfactory. We're now playing Skyrim.
Yeah.
Was this a graphics upgrade or downgrade for Skyrim? Really, depending on the various engine changes
upgrade?
that were made over the years.
What engine changes?
The Skyrim, I mean, there were like hacks and things to make it prettier and whatnot.
Yeah, but that's like people made. That's not Bethesda going, yeah, maybe we should update this 10-year-old game. No, let's just re-release it for the 8 bajillionth time.
They did release a
Fair
high-res texture pack, but yeah.
That was I think that one was originally made by fans, and then, like, Bethesda, like, I think bought it or something. I forget how that worked. I could be misinformed on that one. Who knows?
I did get a yellow power slug.
Nice.
So there's that.
We can definitely use more of those power shards. We've only got a few left in the bin. I've used a bunch doing overclocking in the ironworks.
Is this a cave? It might be.
Is this a cave? A man looking at a butterfly.
Yep.
Going, is this a cave?
And
Is this cave?
the butterfly is labeled with, weird environment mapping.
Right. You said we needed 500 rips, and we have those now. The rotors are going to be a bit, though. We are not making rotors that fast. So it's rotors and mod frames are the bottleneck now. Can I help with that?
All
I
right,
mean,
our
the temptation is to just grab a bunch of mats out of the bins and say, fine, let me just hand crank.
so though.
Because screws and rods, okay. Let me go grab a bunch of those and make a bench and crank out 200 more rotors, and we'll be done with this stupid thing. Or done with that anyway. That is a boring but useful thing I can do.
That's what we're all about right now.
There's a point past which you're like, waiting for the automated machinery to do it is the right thing to do, but also the wrong thing to do.
Well, that's a whole pack of chargers. Well, I did not find the entrance to the caves. I think I've pushed my luck.
Nope. Alright,
I
let's
did
just
get some
put-
yellow power slugs, though, so... And we have at least located a source of mycelia. Just the big old mushroom trees to the south.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, I can make more rotors per minute than an assembler. Which just feels sad and wrong somehow. What have we researched now?
Medicinal properties of mycelia.
I should get a chainsaw.
Chainsaws are nice.
That is a sentence.
I feel like
Don't
the
think
next
so.
thing that I'm going to have to do after... Once we get the thingy launched, and we're solidly started on the next phase of whatever, is I'm going to have to take the entire upper deck of this ironworks and just redo it. Because it's just kind of like, here's a few constructors cramming here and there, and a bunch of spaghetti underneath, and I need to get more ingots doing more efficient work.
Yeah.
That's
Once
just
we
kinda where we're
once we
getting
get
to be.
like, I don't know, like logistics Mark IV or something. So we have Mark IV belts to go with our Mark II miners.
Okay, I need another 80 rotors to be able to fill the order. So, let's get going on that.
We can just supercharge production across the board, hopefully.
80 rotors is exactly what I can make. Ha!
Nice. That's awesome. Since
So smart plating will be, in a few minutes, able to commence production.
hooking up the rips, because we have all the rips we need. And you said
Yes.
we had all the steel beams we need?
Steel beams are correct. We're only short the mod frames and rotors, and I'm making the last of the rotors now.
Hooking up the steel beams so that can start plugging along.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be spreadsheet time for me when I
Do you
go,
have the rest of
okay,
the mycelia picked up, or...?
It's in the bin.
Okay.
it's going to be, okay, let's look at how many iron nodes that I want to place smelters at.
Yeah.
Add up all those ingots and say, all right, how do we divide this into useful work? And have like one constructor each just dedicated to producing stage 1 materials. Just goes straight into a bin and then sunk. And then everything else goes to stage 2, stage 3 products. Instead of trying to like siphon off storage and everything and feed the stage 2.
Yeah.
That would be rough.
Like, here's 3 little constructors. Their job is just to be silly little constructors making silly little products. And now over here's where the work gets done. I am, as of right now, carrying 200 rotors.
Yeah.
I'll be right back over there momentarily. Once I fall.
And I'm gonna hook up the rotor and at least start going in.
Yeah. There's no reason not to at this point, because I'm bringing the rest.
Just waiting on mod frames now.
Yeah, I will get started on that next.
I'll go check and
Need
see how many
more
we've
pale
got at
berries.
least.
We there's only like 30 or so in there, so it's barely even worth it.
I've got
Hopefully-
20 on me, so it'd make 50 altogether.
Okay.
Are there pale berries on the northern oasis?
I
There
think
are.
there was. Yeah, I think that's where I've been finding all mine. Is at the oasis. Oases? Oh, I don't know how that's pronounced.
Oasis
That makes sense. There
singular,
might be some there. Yeah.
oases plural.
Okay, so it is oases. I wasn't sure. I will never say that pronunciation is my best subject.
Me being the writer,
Pronunci-
yeah.
Pronunciation is a suggestion.
I learned so many words only from books without ever hearing them heard when I was a
Oh
kid.
yeah.
That was me. That was me. I did so much reading that's like, yeah, I can spell these things. Don't ask me to say them though.
Astronomy.
I
Please tell me that's you and not me.
That was me. That was me.
Okay.
That was.
I had a supremely embarrassing one during a game of Cards Against Humanity.
Oh no!
I'm not going to repeat it into a microphone.
That is fair.
Oh.
Completely valid. We support you in this decision.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave that suggestion on the table, and you can imagine all the options which are bad.
I am hand cranking out about 102 more mod frames with the materials on hand.
We only need 100 more, so.
Really?
Need rods
Yep.
for some reason.
Yeah, I just dumped 50 in there because there was a stack of 50 sitting down at the ironworks.
Oh, sweet. Well, then, when I'm done here in a couple minutes, we will have the mod frames, and we can forget about space elevator crap for another 8 or 9 sessions.
Yeah.
Hooking up the mod frames because you're making glass of them.
I
that can
grabbed. Yeah.
Just toss in 100 into the mod frames, and then everything will be plugging along.
Okay, so you just need 100 more?
Mhm.
Okay. So I run over there and put 2 stacks in, and we'll be done. Fantastic.
And then we can watch the counters slowly go up.
Yeah, there's that. But we won't have to worry about it again. That's the important part.
Yeah.
And we won't be throwing resources. I mean, it's take 3,000 steel beams. Think of the freaking Mark III belts that could have made.
Ugh, yeah.
Hurts me a little inside, yeah.
I know. Okay, so I don't need that anymore.
fly.
Guess we could do that. For your amusement, we have parachutes.
Okay.
In case you ever need to go base jumping for some reason.
I've literally never used the parachute in this game. In much the same way I've never used the jelly pads.
Yep.
See, there's a thing to do if you get truly bored, is to, like, be the first to experiment with the jelly pads. Because apparently when you place the lift pad, whatever, the kicker pad, you get a trajectory indicator so you can, like, aim it where you want it to go. And then try to place the landing goop at that spot or something. Like, I've seen videos of people doing it, I've just never touched it myself.
Gotcha. I might fiddle with trying to make one work up in the space elevator. I'm thinking about it.
Okay, I am on the way. Oh, I just...
Not really much point in going to black powder until we can know what the setup is going to be for smokeless powder.
Heavy oil residue and black powder, yeah.
Well, just to unlock smokeless powder in the MEM, it wants plastic.
Yep. Because it knows you'll need to be making heavy oil residue, which comes from plastic production. Hateful, hateful, hateful. Okay, the thingies. Boop. Boop. That is everything. The rotors, the rips, the mod frames, the steel beams, the cables, and the stators.
Hey,
All right.
nice.
Phase 2 is now chucking along.
And I just got a great shot of Saturn behind that observation tower and all those bins.
Yeah.
Because every now and then, you gotta admire the pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention to you guys. My computer finally got its upgrade it needed.
Oh, proc?
Yeah. My father-in-law brought over my mother-in-law's old computer. And turns out that my brother-in-law's computer already had the processor I was looking for in it. So my mother-in-law's computer, which was the same exact build of computer, I got to harvest its motherboard and its processor from my computer.
Nice.
Oh, there you go then.
So I went from running an i5 that could barely even do anything or even talk to my graphics card to an i7 that can talk to my graphics card. So now this game is running at max settings.
Rad.
It is nice.
How did you have an i5 that couldn't even... Oh, wow. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I learned that an i5 and a 2060 graphics card do not talk to each other very well.
Waiting until I get to the point where I can make 10 of those. Yes, I'm hand cranking out some things. Stay at the workbench, because why not? I'm literally hand cranking a few rotors so I can throw them in the motor maker.
There you go.
Okay, so we've got the time. So at this point, it feels like rotors and stators can just get crammed into the motor maker.
Yeah, now that they're not spoken for elevator materials, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to get you 5 motors here in a moment, but that's not even really enough.
I need like 30 or 40 per, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Now that we're not doing that,
That is a much happier constructor. Made my solid biofuel constructor much happier.
wait. Okay, next, got a possible project here.
Listening?
I want to replace the binnage we've got with a new set of bigger bins. Oh, good grief, I can't even jump. That was great. But a little bit away from the building.
Okay. Okay. I got it. I got it.
So, like, kind of... Let me throw down a couple of bins, like... Or a couple of... Like kind of over here-ish. And we can even do the clipping wall thing.
I am all about that.
It's like, here's the front of a bin that has the stuff you want. And we'll empty those bins out into the fancy new bins. Because eventually this is Mark 1.0 of Ironworks, and it was always going to be temporary. And I think I'm kind of going to just leave it intact
For your
while I
consideration,
build out what do we
power
get?
switch.
Oh,
New
a thing I've
building
never
unlocked.
actually used, but is always nice to know exists.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we can blow stuff up, because that rock there is just wanting me to blow it up. There's a slug on the middle of a rock, just a little bit further away.
Alright.
What was it, Alt?
Yep. There's also one like right next to home base.
Funny.
Again, we could like kind of dabble with black powder, but don't really want to until we're setting up a whole smokeless powder factory, really.
Yeah, you basically, the whole point of black powder is to make Nobelisk and then make smokeless powder. And both of those kind of require stuff we aren't doing yet. Okay, so ingots doing things. Smelter, 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 smelter. Of course, is now it's like, where do I do the thing?
All the things.
I have to choose a battleground. And I think it's going to be here. Yes. We're going to build toward those weird rocks over there.
Yeah, we can't do that. Could do that. Yeah, that simplifies things.
Does it now?
Just making a bridge that goes over the little rock canyons between Hub and Ironworks.
Made things a little easier to traverse. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, friends! Look at all the friends I'm going to make over here. Oh well.
6.
Yep, those are friends.
That one. 3.
They're friend-shaped, right? Like capybaras.
Is
I'm probably better off making my own.
Constructor. I am missing rips to make constructors. Well,
was I think it was
Screws and
plates,
rods.
rods, screws was the order.
plates, rods, screws from left to right over here. Yeah.
That's what I thought. My visual memory is usually pretty good. I can remember the orders of things really well. Don't ask for my audio memory. It doesn't exist. Place. Dang it. This is completely wrong.
Plates, rods, cast screws. So those are our basics.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Nope. But I'm sure you'll tell us. Actually, I hope you'll tell us.
I sure as hell can't guess.
I'm going to overclock the assemblers doing the versatile frameworks and smart plating.
Oh, please
yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Please do.
I should have thought of that.
I thought about it, but I'm just like, I don't know what to set them to.
Just maximum. Actually, let me make sure that they can be... The only group of things that needs a faster belt for that is the steel beams.
Yeah, because it chews through a bunch of those. Okay, I have added the objective indicator, so... Yeah, line go up very, very slowly. Okay.
There we go.
Where's my next
Now
one?
it should be progressing at about 250% speed across the board.
Excellent. You were not friend-shaped. This is a pure iron node? What? so many pure iron nodes.
Yeah, the desert is kind of full of them.
This is bonkers.
It is pretty wild, yeah.
So many rotors, so little time.
Okay, so that's still only Mark 1 miners. So 120, 120, 120.
You can start putting Mark IIs down if you decide you need them.
Oh, do we have...
We have
I
Mark
believe
IIs.
we do have Mark IIs available now.
Oh, we sure freaking do. It just takes mod frames. And EIBs, okay.
We've got EIBs in production, so we should be good there.
Oh, that... Because that turns 120 ore per minute into 240. So the problem is I kind of need to stop down and do math.
Yeah,
And
that's...
go, here's how many constructors feeds how many assemblers feeds blah blah.
Yep.
Because I'm at that point. I'm going to use the baby Mark 1 miner over there that's cranking out just a handful of ingots. That's going to feed the 3 lone constructors. And that's all it's going to do. And like the leftovers can get sunk or something.
Just do the base 3 products, yeah.
Yeah, I've got 3 constructors over here that like their whole purpose is just you make plates, you make rods, you make screws, and
Huzzah.
nothing else. You don't feed anything else. But if I've got 1, 2, 3 pures, right? God, almost I could almost throw a rock.
That you can just put into stage 2 products, yeah.
Exactly. Stage 2, stage 2.5, since mod frames are kind of a recombinant stage 2.
Yeah. So just rips, rotors, and mod frames. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Okay. Was I actually smart enough to actually... Yes. Ah, ha, 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 ha. So remember, Spud, when we did Iron Heights, and I worked out the math of how many ingots we could make versus how much we would use
Oh, yeah?
making things.
Did you save that spreadsheet?
I saved that spreadsheet.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Heights 2.0.
Iron Heights 2.0. Because I'm going to use exactly the same number of pure nodes for now. Like, I don't think I can really aim for using more than 4 nodes effectively. Like, yes, it's possible to do. But there's a point where you're like, your reach is exceeding your grasp.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. What was that?
I'm just plopping down a man here because I need to do research here.
Got it. Okay, I should have just left that here. I'm just going to put that back. Oh.
Actually, no, I need to
Yeah, it's
go
fine.
back.
Nix is going to put down or run a bunch of belts to unload everything coming out of those.
So you can use that floor space?
Well, eventually everything's going to route out to where she's building from the new wing over there, and then this side will get destroyed. Or added onto or repurposed or something.
Some kind of structural organizational change.
Yeah. I want to leave all this running while I'm building out the next thing. Oh, why did I put this down? Oh, because what I actually need is an equipment workshop. Oh, is it
Alright.
clipping someone's clearance? Ask me if I care.
Okay. That's experimental power generation, so compacted coal and turbo fuel are at least within reach.
Nice.
Should we decide we desperately want those?
Mod frames and EIBs. I don't have EIBs.
Want how much fabric? 75? We can do that.
And I can make EIBs.
Okay then.
I'm not going to do the Mark II upgrade to the 2 existing ones yet. I'm just going to place down a fresh Mark II at the new smelter site.
Yeah, that's about as far as we can go. Just about everywhere else. So it's literally just that.
Dang. Brought up the steel beams with me. I did not. Dang it.
Nope.
No. Guess I better go grab some. Darn. Ow, my
Is that high enough? I'm not sure it's high enough. I mentioned how ready I am for us to have the ability to get ramps. Ugh. No, I don't want to build too much further north because that is a whole bunch of poison gas. That's okay. All I'm really doing here is building a whole bunch of smelters. And I mean a bunch of smelters.
There we go.
Now it's trucking.
Yep. Everything is being fed to their much bigger bins. At a very brisk pace.
Splitters. Boop. Right, that is... Because it's 8 per Mark II miner. So 8, 16, 24 will get us 720 ingots possible from the 3 pures. That's the plan, anyway.
Here's hoping.
And luckily, the math is based on constructors that make screws directly.
That's good.
Yeah, cast screws recipe is still an absolute godsend.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. 28, 38, 43 constructors, probably. That's a lot, don't you know?
And that is another hand size upgrade.
All right.
And that is basically all the research we could reasonably want to do before unlocking petroleum products.
Before the thing pops.
Yep. I've done my science for today.
Output total, assembler usage. Okay, well, let's save that math. Because the important part here is I still need to get 8. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get the smelters built. Whoops. Build a few more of these.
I can't believe Rotors is the bottleneck.
Sad, isn't it? You. Fine. One, two, three, four, five, six. 2 more, please. I could have just put the build sheet in place. That would have been smarter, but hey.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Are you...
I'm making the attempts. Don't judge me. I'm seeing if I
What?
can get it to work.
What?
I'm messing around with jump pads.
Ah.
Which require rotors.
No. Rotors.
Oh wow, this is going to be serious out here, huh?
What is?
Oh, just looking at, this mega platform you're building. You're assembling out here for iron.
Yeah, I'm going to need to fit 40 some odd machines. This is just the smelter platform for this.
Yeah. Well, you've got a lot more space than you did at Iron Heights.
There is that. Bup, bup, boom. I'm out of rods. What?
The frameworks are just over halfway done.
Yep. many constructors can we fit on that platform? Like, I'm going to have to just cover a bunch more territory with this, aren't I? I'm probably going to annoy some spitters who are going to be like, let me fire plasma at you from underneath this floor and try to kill you. But I'm going to need this big space. There's just no real way around that. Rods. I was here for rods. Yeah, those things. How am I doing on... I don't really need those so much. I'm going to have to stop down for a minute and not build anything just so I can figure out exactly how many of what of each thing I'm making. Because if I don't go into this without at least the numbers figured out,
Yeah.
not going to get very far. All right, I should probably tell all of these what to make. Not going to get very far without that. I've never really gotten the copy-paste thing to work very well. It's like, oh yeah, you can copy and paste settings. Yeah.
Set the settings, exit it, then go back in and hit copy.
Setting copied. But it's like, you have to go into it to do Control V anyway, and by that point, I might as well just click iron ingot and be done with it. I don't know, it just, oops, nope, merger, not splitter.
Okay. Fast way up to the space elevator. Don't even need a landing pad.
It just, the arc puts you at, you don't fall far enough to take damage.
Yep.
Nice. I will put a wall there because why not? Oh, right. Power. Did I build anywhere near power lines? Of course I did not.
Of course not.
So if someone wants to do a little wiring project while I sit down with a spreadsheet and make my head hurt, I'm just glad I already had the spreadsheet handy because, woof. Like, the idea of trying to come up with a spreadsheet from scratch, not my idea of a fun time. And while we're here, let's risk life and limb. Why not? Death from above. I literally jumped on the spitter from off the platform. You never knew it hit him.
Heck yeah.
Ow! That one knew it hit him, though. And then I kneecapped him. Oh yeah, this is the easy hard drive, yeah. Just in a little cave there, isn't it?
You wanting me to power anything here, or is it just getting power to you?
Power it all.
Power it all? On it.
Yep. It'll start cranking out ingots. It won't be able to go very far, but then the ingots will be ready when I'm ready.
You know, if anything, the jump pads need a buff.
They're not jumpy
Yeah.
enough.
They're pretty
they're-
weak. They don't.
They honestly don't go very far.
Wow.
They're really more for clearing vertical, distances than horizontal ones when you get right down to it. And even then,
That's kind of sad.
yeah. If it could be like sort of like a short range like hypertube kind of situation, then it might make a certain amount of sense, but like even going from like say the hub to the steelworks is like it's a little short.
Huh.
It's very short.
Okay, I do not care about all that. So cell style.
A jump pad going from, part way up the space elevator ramp to the space elevator is like the apex.
Wow. Not a lot of jump.
No, the jump pads are pretty bad.
Yeah. Like you could.
But if you could like fling yourself
Reasonably?
across, a good portion of the desert, even if it would be very dangerous. If you could set up like a soft landing pad, that's kind of what it's there for.
Well, yeah, but it's like, in all honesty, the jelly landing pads are worthless because you're not going to fall far enough with the way damage calculation is set up now. You're not going to take enough damage from falling even from a normal jump pad to even go probably below even half health.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to test that actually. Here, all the way straight up.
If there's a way to supercharge them so they could go higher and farther, then maybe.
Yeah, you only take 2 ticks of damage going straight up with a jump pad.
As long as you don't fall further than you were boosted, you're fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like if you're falling from if you're leaping off of like a very tall height to begin with. You could guarantee a safe landing that way. Like if you wanted to jump off a cliff.
Any more than I can provide. Nope. Go back. Do that again. Plates. The only thing it uses plates is the rips makers. Okay.
Like, at least I'm gonna keep the 1 jump pad to the space elevator because honestly, it's just a nice way to get up there without having to walk up and down the ramp.
Yeah, might as well. Here we are in the desert trying new things. Tried the zip line, tried the jump pad.
Finding out how useless they all are,
There is that. What's using screws?
There's just really no substitute for crouch jumping with Blade Runners.
For real. But hey, maybe that's something we can... Well, no, I suppose mentioning things to the Satisfactory devs is just bug reports, huh? We can't really tell them, hey, your jump pads are weak.
You can
Oh
submit
yeah, it's a
feedback.
suggestion.
You
Yeah.
can
They take suggestions. But think about how early you get jump pads.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They are literally like one of the first things you can play with, so they wouldn't want to give you anything too powerful.
Yeah.
True.
I'm trying to figure out how I... Oh, rods. Rods is why. Okay, mod frames
I
use a
just
weird
think
number
like
of rods.
they could if they got just a little bit of a buff, a distance buff, they could at least remain like a little bit relevant for like a short range fast travel.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking here.
I feel like for like quickly getting up to upper floors of like factories, they can actually be pretty useful if you set it up right. For quickly going up. There's no way to quickly go down except jump, but hey. Oh wait, you know what? You know what? Set up jump pads to help you scale a building, and then just set a landing pad down at the bottom so you can jump off the building.
Okay, so...
Sort of like an elevator system.
Yeah.
What I'm looking at... And the numbers are not final, but I'm looking at probably getting about 30 rips per minute out of 6 assemblers. Possibly around 8 rotors a minute and 10 mod frames a minute. With that said, the numbers don't quite line up the way I want because I'm short a little bit of rods and have a bunch of extra screws, so I'm probably going to have to adjust the constructors a bit to make the numbers happier. Because if I make more iron rods... Yeah, it just means I've got a few extra. Big deal. But then if I only make that many screws... Alright, my assembler usage is pretty low on that anyway. $560 to $560.
I'm now equipped with chainsaw.
Chainsaws are nice.
$18, $240, $560. And I've got more ingots than I need. The good news is I made all the numbers come out even. The bad news is I've got a whole bunch of ingots I'm not using.
Oopsie doopsie.
Well, it's like, okay, so how do I...
Well, like Iron Heights 1.0 was also making like basic products, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to make basic products with the baby...
Yeah, so that's
minor.
Yeah.
So there will be ingots getting sunk anyway, just from that. So I can just put the overflow ingots into that ingot dumping pipeline.
Yeah.
Like, okay, here's the extra ingots I don't need.
As long as we're not
I've
leaving
got
like potential extra production on the table.
like the extra production, the math comes out ugly. Like I can add more rods and screws to the mix. But it's like, okay, so if I go from 16 to 18 iron rod constructors, I now output 270 and the assembler's using 240. But what uses rods is rotors and mod frames. Let's see if I can go up with rotors. Maybe I can get away with doing the rotors and that'll do what I need. Right, I need a lot more screws then. I said I need a lot more screws.
Trying to decide if I should boost our basic copper production and then start sinking extras.
You could put a Mark II miner there and just double it there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Make sure we
Ooh!
have a pretty steady supply
Ooh!
of wire cables and copper sheets, yeah.
Okay, I underclock one screw constructor by half.
Uh-huh.
9 iron plate constructors gets me 180 iron plates per minute. 19 rod constructors, good lord, gets me 285 output total a minute.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, I'm going to split those. I'm not going to try and run them all out one belt.
Yeah.
That'd be rough.
17 screw constructors, one underclocked. Gets me 660 per minute. but that feeds 6 rip assemblers, 3 rotor assemblers, and 5 mod frame assemblers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And uses exactly the ingots we produce.
Yes. Perfect.
30 rips per minute, 12 rotors per minute, and still 10 mod frames per minute.
Sick nasty.
Yeah, that's
Now
I think we've got our math. That is
now,
still a lot of frickin' constructors, though.
Now that's a math, TM.
That it's a me, mathematics.
right. I've disconnected the copper miner for now. Gonna let this production run out. Transfer everything to big bins, redo this whole thing, and set up a sink.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're pretty alright there.
Yeah, we have
Because-
not been using copper products heavily.
Well, the thing is, like, the only copper product I need to be making here is copper sheets. Because wires and cables are just being made better at the Caterium node. So I don't even need to make wires and cables here. So if I just make a bunch of copper sheet production into one big bin and then sink the rest, there we go.
Valid.
Just a super copper sink out here.
Okay, my math is not done yet because while I have figured out how many total, I now need to go.
How do they space out? Yeah.
Yeah. The nice thing is I should be able to one-to-one iron plate constructors to rip assemblers. Each
That's
one
good.
takes 30 iron plates. Each. Oh, output per. Oh, it's
Oh yeah.
1.5 per. I've been looking at my inputs, not my outputs. Now I need to change gears and look at outputs. Because that's the worst part. Is like I have to actually like, I place these 3 here because they feed that. Those 4 go there. It feeds into that. And don't cry for me, Argentina.
Oh, make it
Ooh.
pretty.
We are close on personal framework.
Yep.
Hot diggity dog.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
And then 40% of the way there on smart plating.
And honestly, what's nice is I've already pre-gamed a platform for when we have manufacturers, and I can repurpose this setup for manufacturers.
Yeah, you've
look at all
made
those
plenty of
things.
space.
Mm-hmm. So if I remember right, we only ever need 3 manufacturers at one time for the space elevator.
Oh,
So that'll be easy to set up for.
yeah, it's never more than 3 total products, so. Like, eventually you end up with manufacturers, as you say, instead of assemblers, but.
Mhm.
Oh, good grief. I came
Yeah,
over
it
here for a
is.
reason. And that reason is I ran out of concrete. I wonder how that happened. Lol.
Gee, I wonder.
Okay, I might be able to. I might have enough motors to be able to open a crash site.
Yeehaw. Okay, where are we putting bug guts and things? Is there a specific location for those?
No, just
Is that the bio
That's
thingies?
just the
The
community.
bio. Well, the biofuel generator has them as well because it splits into the alien data capsules and solid biofuel.
Well, cool. That's handy. So I've also got a chunk of wood to throw in there. There we go. I'm
just
using the
need-
thing.
I just need to set up a 4th bin for. I think either stingers or hatchers is the one I'm missing.
Stingers.
You've got hatchers, the stingers you're missing.
Yeah. So I'll need to get that added in, but I'm going to do that after I'm done upgrading the copper production.
It's also worth noting that we will also be wanting to turn critter guts into those
Protein.
protein canister thingies, whatever's. Oh, I did not want to do
Yeah.
that. I missed my jump.
Okay, then I will. Once I'm done upgrading the copper production, I'm going to upgrade the biofuel generator to add in the alien stuff.
I also think that maybe on top of everything you know, you have to do here, having like some regular biomass might be like just on hand.
I've noticed that for mycelia products, it seems having biomass is a good idea.
Just a little bit of regular biomass.
Yeah, I can set that up.
Yeah, then if we can just put guts in and then we get all those products out, that's great.
So basically, the things coming out of the biofuel generator needs to be biomass, solid biofuel, the alien protein, and then the organic data capsule. So those 4 things need to come out of my biofuel generator, and I can totally make that happen. That's not hard.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up the map on my phone and see what hard drives I can look at.
Okay. Back to math. Alpha totals. 180 total plates. Right, no, the assemblers are still the only thing using the iron plates. That's fine.
Okay. With 45 motors, I can go down and open up 2 crash sites, which we have.
Yeah.
Sweet!
Okay, I
Do
think
that
that is what I'm
thing.
going to do, that thing.
Oh, I haven't seen a hard drive in so long.
Yeah.
It's been years.
9
Bye,
iron plate
day.
constructors. 9 iron plate constructors. Let's do it.
Roughly here. And there.
Oh! Ah, rotors and cables. Got it. What were we saying about rotors being a freaking bottleneck?
Yep.
Oh yeah, they are.
Okay. I just have to go back and get some cables now.
Minor. Right. Now I'm basically running with a pretend pure copper node.
Fell anyway.
Oh, this thing is
Right,
probably
you've
gonna be up.
got... Your copperworks is up where?
It's to
Where you got your
the
copper?
left of the space elevator.
Oh, okay.
What?
Up there a ways. Okay, it shows how
There we
often I
go.
need copper products.
Copper Copperworks is now labeled on the map.
Boop. Thank you. I will take a bunch of your cables. Please offer me a selection of your finest cables. And I'll grab some more of those too, because why not?
Is it up there? That might be it.
Yeah, with how many smelters and constructors I'm gonna be able to put on this thing now, I'm gonna keep making all the copper products here and just sink extras.
Yep. I'm going to head over to the steelworks. Grab me some Mark III belt material. Because, well, Razafrag and need it.
Hello there. Ooh, this might be a decent haul. EIBs, heat sinks.
Oh, yes. Heck, yeah.
Screws,
Heck yeah.
screws. Yeah.
Hey, screws are useful still right now, so.
Yeah. Supercomputers.
What?
Let's go.
I can put sinking the heat sinks and supercomputers, right?
Yes.
I don't think
Yes.
I don't think we need to be saving up on supercomputers for anything for the moment.
No, those are tickets. Straight up tickets.
Eat the motors. We got a hard drive. All right.
This.
It's finally empty.
And one way out there.
Free to connect.
Okay, I don't like you, so... And you don't do anything else but feed that.
See, this is why I like being the adventurer, hunter-gatherer guy. Just means we come back with surprise goodies. Just a big old windfall of resources.
Okay, where do we want that?
No, that's a ways down, huh? Surely there's an actual path down from here. You said like a fool. Oh boy.
Alright, I've also done some power pole placing. And slightly rewiring. That's a little bit less ugly.
A hog, kicked me off the ramp I was trying to build, off the cliff. Thankfully I didn't die. For that, I'm taking your scales.
Don't think of it as retribution, you know.
Smell back for a second.
What's out here anyway? It's more iron. Got it. Hello, Alpha Spitter.
Or iron, who'd have thunk?
Alright, today's haul is rips, Heavy modular frames. More heavy
Yes.
modular frames. Screws. Because there's always screws at these sites.
There's always.
Always.
And some EIBs.
Hey.
I think that's it. That's some more HMFs to hoard for later. Alright, come to Papa. Hard drive number 2.
Only reps. Only reps.
Alright, heading back to base.
I gotta make 36 more constructors. And if you thought somehow I was, doing some kind of low-key
No, you're doing
construction project here,
You're doing the real deal over there.
and we will do. We're not souping that, but we are. Oh, you.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
An epiphany is reached.
So, if you're holding on to, say, one of the wall outlets, you click on a wire that already exists. You can then place that wall outlet, and that wire connecting through will then move to connect to the wall outlet instead.
Run that by me again?
Yeah, as I said, I don't think I followed all
Okay,
that.
the only way I know how to explain this is just to show you guys. Give me.
Ba-da-doop.
I don't know if you guys are watching.
Hang on a second.
I'm coming.
Okay. I don't need to know how streaming works. Discord, thanks.
I'm just here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just watching you. I am looking at the stream. Okay, so what
Did you
what
just
was
like?
that then?
Did you just drag on the floating wire and
No.
pull it to the wall? Or?
So I have the wall outlet selected, right?
Yeah.
I click on the wire, click on the wall.
You can move a wire to That's
You can staple wires to walls with outlets. Okay, got it.
Yep.
You can staple loose wires to walls by... Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
I learned that today.
Right. Yeah. Today we learned.
Today we learned.
Today we learned. Alright, time to sink some sinks. Heat sinks, go. Supercomputers, go. And they're gone. Also, I've got some regular computers as well. Apparently.
Oh heck yeah, do them. They're
Sink them.
Yeah. By the time we need them, we'll be making them. It just always comes back to that.
Alright, that's 12 coupons.
Okay.
On top of the
Assembler's gonna
6 we had there, so a total of 18. Billboard set.
Yes.
Add to cart. And I heard someone say something about industrial walkways.
Please.
Whichever one's the good one of the two. I can never keep straight with the name of
There's modern
think it's-
catwalks and then there's industrial catway.
Modern.
And,
It's mod.
It's the modern.
Modern
I think.
catwalks. They do look
look,
nicer.
want to see the one that's got two ramps. There's one that it has two different
Oh, there's a ramp and a stairs?
pitches of ramp.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the
That
one.
would
we
be the
want.
modern catwalks. Adding to
Yes.
cart.
Yeah.
Anything else jump out?
Air distractors.
We could also get indoor lighting. We could get ceiling lights.
I would personally want first before we care about lights.
I think we want those frame floor things first,
Oh,
because that
yeah.
gives us the glass ceilings, the glass ceiling floor foundations.
Yeah. The frame foundations.
Oh,
Yeah, the
those
frame
are,
foundations is
those
where
are
you
10 though,
find-
so we can't afford
Oh,
those
okay,
yet.
well, not yet. Oh,
right.
oh.
Billboard and modern catwalks are now unlocked. There are three remaining.
$250 per minute. That is literally one Mark III belt going into an assembler.
Dang.
Is that actually 60? 60 and 60 is 240. This actually wants 250.
You want what?
Because here's the thing. We have bolted iron plate,
Yeah.
which means I could get 30 output per minute from 2 machines instead of 6 machines.
Ooh. Yeah, you could.
For the same megawattage.
Yeah.
I have to fiddle the math a little bit differently because the amount of screws will change, but I was already underclocking a constructor for screws anyway, so that's not the worst thing in the world. I might be able to save myself a lot of floor space though.
Yeah, that's a commodity in and of itself.
I mean, we're never going to run out of concrete, but at the same time, like, how much spaghetti do I want to run? So if I say you make boiled plate and you take 2 of those to take 90 iron plates per minute and 250 screws per minute to make 15 per minute of those, my screw needs go up.
Yeah.
That is just a fact. But I feel like fiddling the math on that is worth getting all of that production out of 2 machines. It's just not having to run zillions of belts. Does mean I need 800 screws. Wow. Oh, because the rotors still need screws too. 800 screws a minute. How do I get to 800 from here? 20 screw constructors.
Wow.
Which definitely puts me over my budget for... Okay, 180, 180, 180. It's still the same number of rips, but my rods has got to come down because I don't have enough... Wait a minute. I have spare ingots, technically speaking. As long as I factor in, here's what those 3 single product baby constructors use. And I can even underclock those if I have to. 15,
Do signs
30.
not like being placed on on foundations, on the sides of foundations? I think that's what's happening here.
Really? It doesn't want to
Yeah.
place on the side?
Yeah,
The big
on
sign, or
the big sign does not like being placed on the side of foundations. It wants to be placed on a wall, which is
Nix? You
different
have
from
done more with those signs than I have, I think.
Okay, I will.
12,
Right
15, 30. You're already using all that makes. Right. Oh, right. Mark II minor in this thing, eventually.
I could also just place it freestanding.
Yeah, I think it comes with its own stand. I think that's part of how that...
Yeah, go ahead and just put it on the stand and tear the foundations down. That's not a big deal.
Wait, is shenanigans the default text?
Yes.
Yeah.
But they misspelled shenanigans.
Don't think about that.
It hurts
Getting
me.
60 per minute. Getting... Okay, if I put a Mark II minor on this stupid little
That might not be a
normal
best
iron
place for
node...
it, though.
Well, if we've got to do a different spot, then go ahead and...
It's like I think it's good having this nice clear path to the space elevator. Just also want a good place where we can just go to it and be like, all right, that's what we're doing. Like, say here.
Assembler usage is higher.
The world's biggest flat screen.
Oh. Really? I'm gonna have to use that stupid normal node. And it's gonna need a Mark II minor on it.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, I'm not precisely thrilled about that. Part of me's like, what if I just make fewer rotors? What if I just reduce the number of rotor constructors by 1 and save a bunch of frustration right there? Because then the math starts evening out again. 40 per.
How much? Oop, I fell down. Job me.
Why does it keep changing the assembler usage? How does the assembler usage get changed by that? D16 and D6. Did I do the math wrong on this damn thing? Because that's going to be really annoying. What the hell is D6 doing in there? Ah, son of a... Okay. Okay, game.
Boy.
You win. I just figure out where my math was.
Faulty.
Yeah. I started looking at my assembler usage sum, and it's using. I'm using the field from the input total for screw constructors as part of the assembler usage math. And it's like, that shouldn't be there. Okay. H14 to 16, but I don't need that D6 in there, guys. Okay, okay, this was not built for cast screws. This bit of math was not built for cast screws. Oh, it's all wrong. Yep. 12.5 per minute to make 50. I didn't even check that. Good news is we make more screws than... Yeah, okay. I don't need nearly as many constructors for screws now. That's the good news.
There was a slight ping in the back of my mind where it was like, that seems like a lot of constructors.
Yeah, I was doing rods to screws math. This is old pre-cast screws spreadsheet somehow. I should have looked at that input per and had it ping me because, like, wait, cast screws does a weird 12.5 per. The good news is I should be able to do this on a lot fewer constructors now. Oh yeah. Still gonna do the two rips method because why not? But now
Well, I've got the billboard set up at home base.
wait.
It's the world's most gigantic, like, bulletin board.
You gotta be kidding me. Now we're not even using anything resembling all that. Okay. Looks like rotors are back on the menu, boys. Assembler usage is a lot. Because mod frame thingies take a weird number of rods. Mod frames take 12 rods per minute, so that 2 throws off all the nice round numbers. Which is fine, we can overproduce a little. That's over or underproduce, honestly. But now I'm back to having extra ingots. Still think 30 rips per minute is a good start. But rips feed mod frames. So let's see if I can get more mod frames out of this.
Do you want any help over there, or?
I'm literally at the doing math part.
All right.
Like, I'm not actually. I'm just standing still, going.
That's fair.
Which at this point kind of suggests that since we're coming up on 9 o'clock anyway, I'm going to come over and look at the stuff you guys have done over there. And I will make part of my downtime over the course of the next week being finish out the freaking math so that I've got a plan instead of trying to work it out live on stream.
We're still probably a ways out from having the space elevator finished anyway because of the smart plating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thunk. Oh, really? Wait for space elevator. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like another half an hour.
Okay, so part of my plan next week will be to load in while having dinner
Just let things run.
and just
Yeah.
let that run.
Sounds
Do my
sounds like a
math
plan, yeah.
and let that run because we don't want to watch me doing math or listen to me doing math for that matter. And we don't want to sit there watching the ticking clock because as soon as we send that stupid elevator package up, we can start researching stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what we've basically done most of the things we can do before that space elevator thing goes up.
So how was the hard drive mounting? Since I was very
We,
deep in
we
spreadsheet.
got 2. I haven't put them in yet.
Oh yeah, wait till we get
Yeah,
wait till we get the tier unlock.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Was
I
remembered
approve.
you mentioning something to that effect.
Yeah, they lock what kind of recipes you can get behind what you've unlocked. Like we won't get any oil related recipes until we've unlocked that milestone.
Yep.
So basically, at least unlock the petro stuff milestone, and then throw the hard drives in and see what we get. And note that we can get basic turbo fuel right out of the MAM now.
We can, yeah. So we could,
But
like...
you have to spend a hard drive to do it. So you have to spend a hard drive to get compacted coal, and then spend another hard drive to get turbo fuel. So you're burning 2 hard drives. You're guaranteed to get those 2 things.
Which is something.
But at the same time, you've burned those hard drives and don't get anything else cool out of them.
Yeah, it's basically trading the roll for a certainty.
I would say roll the dice first. Like turbo fuel is, we're not there yet.
No.
No.
You don't jump straight to turbo fuel your first time out. Like that is a lot of materials, a lot of building to do. You can always do that later when we've got a couple of easy to get to hard drives in the middle of the map or something.
Yeah.
Yep. Got the background going on that sign. I like it. Okay, so where is this jump pad? I've never been on jump pad before, so.
Up here.
So you just
walk into it.
Yeah, thump. Oh, that is well calibrated. That just lightly sets you atop the platform, doesn't it?
Precision engineering.
But if you come back down and miss, whoa, yeah, I fell short. I think it hadn't recharged enough yet because it's a powered item. So the landing jelly is the same way. It of course I may have just hit it at a bad angle. Oh yeah, I was coming at it from the near side, I think.
If you have momentum going into it, it might.
Okay, so you've got to kind of actually be aiming for it. I was just kind of letting it carry me, and I landed from on top, I think.
Although, if you landing on it doesn't transmit fall damage, so you could actually chain them together to create a conveyance system, perhaps. If they don't, hurt you, then maybe. If landing on them doesn't hurt.
Oh. Okay, so we are at waiting stage. Got a couple hard drives. No more tickets, but that's...
We got some of the important things.
Yes. We really did want the big signage.
And once we've got more motors, I can keep on going for more. There's quite a few.
Oh, right. I didn't bring any more rotors with me, I don't think. Oh, yeah, I did. Here. I threw some rotors in to get some more, get a couple more motors made.
There we go, yeah.
Won't be a lot, but it's something.
Yep. That's what this is for, is to make a few every now and then.
Okay, so I will, during the downtime, work out the math. Like, I think I'm really close. And it's kind of looking like we're going to be making double digits of all 3 of the Stage 2 iron things.
Which is good.
And with far fewer constructors than I originally thought we were going to need. It's looking more like just under 40. Maybe just north of 40, but instead of being more like 50 or 60 like I was thinking originally.
We've got 54 heavy modular frames stored up.
That's handy, because those will get used. Oh, okay. I'm actually gonna... Oh. I think we'll do the final picture with the new sign in the background. Because I think we can kind of call it at this point. It's a little early, but...
Unless Nyx is still finishing up the copper works.
I am doing a thing.
A thing?
Okay.
Is that allowed?
Sometimes. There we go. I don't have...
This is a thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
What was
it's a
it?
thing.
She's setting
What
it up
thing would that be?
to produce copper products and then automatically sync overflow.
Oh, yes. That is good. We fully approve of more tickets.
Yeah, none of the constructors are hooked up yet, but I'm working on placing things currently.
I know you still got decent supply of everything anyway.
Yep. I moved everything to bigger bins and whatnot.
You can probably finish this up when we restart next time.
Oh yeah, and then it's immediately
Useful, yeah.
redoing the biofuel generator, making it basically similar to the copper works.
What the dickens? I am really trying to get on that zip line going north to the space elevator, and it just really wants to fight me. Oh, there's no there. It's just going to the top of the thing. Okay. Thunk. Oh well, that was fun.
Oh boy.
Background on
Okay,
the
so yeah,
billboard.
okay, so that's interesting. What I was talking about buffing the landing pads earlier, if landing on a landing pad, even with momentum, does not damage you,
So as long as you can aim very carefully.
and which also means they can be chained,
They can be chained.
Yes, they can.
that changes the game a little bit. I might have to tinker with that.
Cool. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's get a nice picture here. Boop. And I will get a save in. Save game, would you believe? A3, 5th day.
It's only
Says
day 5. We've done so much.
14 and 3/4 hours.
Yeah, for 15 hours between 3 people, not too shabby.
We're almost done with phase
In
2.
again,
It's
in the
wild.
desert, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
In the strictly the hardest, most advanced biome.
Yep. Also, I just turned back on autosave.
Ooh, ooh.
Well, I turned it off for when I was recording my tour
gotcha.
video because I didn't want the every
Yeah,
15 minutes.
The hitch,
Donk.
yeah.
I am so glad you saved and then told me this information.
Well, happy Halloween,
Oh.
everybody. Have a good rest of your week.
Happy Halloween, everyone.